Welcome, I'm Chris, and today we will be taking a look at Am I the A-hole? I hope you enjoy. The first story is called Am I the A-hole for potentially missing my wife's birth because of the funeral of my sibling? About a week ago, my twin sister passed away suddenly. I don't want to go into detail because I'm completely devastated by grief. I loved her more than anything else in this world. Even though I rarely got to see her in person, we talked a few times a week and we were very close. On the other hand, I'm not close at all with my parents, who are in charge of planning the funeral, which is scheduled for a weekend that is a few days before my wife's due date and will be taking place in our hometown, which is about a 3 hours drive from where I live. I pleaded and pleaded with them to change the date, but they've already paid and set down the non-refundable deposit, and apparently it's the best time for all of our extended family who had to coordinate with time off and other things, so there's nothing I can do in terms of getting it rescheduled. Wife cannot come because she's been ordered to move as little as possible by our OB. I tentatively brought this up with my wife, and she didn't even give me a chance to explore all the possibilities. She just straight up said hell no, and she said that this would damage her trust in me because I won't be there when she needs me the most, which I understand, but I can't comprehend how she expects me to miss this. I just can't. I want to fly there the night before the funeral and then fly back the morning after or the night of. If anything does happen, I can reschedule the flight or leave immediately, but she'll be in good hands because she got her family to take care of her while I'm gone, and I'll be on FaceTime with her whenever I can. Today I brought it up again and tried to sympathize with her, but she still refused to budge. I then told her that I understand her position, but that this is the last chance I get to say goodbye to my twin, and there is zero chance of me missing that absence or catastrophic event. She accused me of abandoning her, and she's been ignoring me and acting cold to me. Am I the a-hole? Edit. To be specific, the funeral is 4 days before due date. Edit 2. Just to clarify a few things. Her complications are that if she moved around too quickly, then she gets nauseous. She's not on bed rest per se, just been instructed to kind of chill out, if you know what I mean. The funeral is scheduled for 12 noon of the day, so I'm perfectly fine leaving around 8:30, then returning home whenever it is finished. So probably be back by 5-6 at the latest. I have no plan to attend the reception, and if for whatever reason I do, then it won't be very long. Her family already does a heck of a lot for us. Her mother visits frequently when I'm at work or out of the house, and our sister spends a lot of time with her. I asked them if they'd be willing to take care of her in my absence, and they said that they'd be glad to do it. Lastly, because some people have gotten a bit confused at my wording, I originally said drive there, but then I thought about it, and there's a flight going from my city to my hometown. 9 departures on that day, so I thought it would be better to fly because the flight is 30 minutes, so I'll be away from my wife for less time. But some commenters have said it'd be better to drive in case something happens. And I think they're right. Some people have also criticized me about saying it's my wife's birth, and she has been furious with me saying we're pregnant or sometimes my child, because she prefers me to say she's pregnant or our child or even her child. Oh my god, I feel so bad for you, OP. I would say you are not the a-hole in this situation. Your wife should not make you stay at home when someone you loved have passed away, and you need to get the closure, and you deserve the closure. However, I wouldn't say your wife is an a-hole either, because she might be having a lot of hormones because of the pregnancy that makes her feel this way. I don't know the situation, so that's my best guess, but if I were you, I would go to the funeral and hope that she doesn't go into labor. And I mean, I would think it's a higher chance since you are gone for only a tiny bit that she doesn't, and we only hope. But I do wish you good luck with that. The next story is called Am I the a-hole for being mad that my husband hid my clothes? So this may sound petty, but it's really been bothering me, and I need to ask, am I the a-hole for being upset about this? I have had, I guess, a pair of skinny jeans that I absolutely love because they are so comfortable and go with pretty much everything. Furthermore, I find it extremely difficult to get clothes that I'm happy with because I'm really short and not slim. A couple of times my husband has mentioned that he isn't really keen on these jeans, but I explain why I like them and that I should be able to wear what makes me feel good. Anyway, one day I'm looking for my jeans and I ask my husband if he's seen them, which he says he hasn't. And so I look everywhere for them and still can't find them. Bear in mind, I'm the only one of us to do any of the laundry. It's confusing and frustrating to me that I can't find them. I ask my husband again and a couple of times and he insists he doesn't know anything about it. Now it's a few weeks on and I've given up on the jeans. I'm putting some clothes away in my husband's wardrobe and I find my jeans stuffed at the back. So I go to him and ask him about it and he said he hid them because he hates me wearing them and even thought he told me I carried on wearing them. I'm really mad at this and yet him so. He then gets mad at me and tells me I'm overreacting and being stupid. Then he puts the jeans in the bin and says he should have done that in the first place. Am I the a-hole for being so mad about this? Absolutely not! Are you kidding me? He can't just take your stuff like that. I would be furious if someone took my clothes, especially a pair of jeans that is comfortable. Does this guy know how hard it can be to have both something that looks good and is amazingly comfortable? I honestly can't believe you are with this guy, but not my place. But to answer your question, no, you are not the a-hole in this situation. He is a total a-hole, though. The next story is called Am I the a-hole for being disrespectful to my father after he said he wanted to cut ties with me for taking prescribed Adderall? I'm a 21-year-old college student. I've been struggling with ADHD my whole life, but my dad never let me get tested before because he thinks that doctors just get people addicted to drugs regarding mental health, like antidepressants, Adderall, or anything else. So he never let me get tested by a psychiatrist before. Now that I'm in college, I booked an appointment without telling my dad. When I got prescribed, I started taking the medicine right away. It helped me a lot and even reduced my anxiety, which can be a concern with this medication because it can increase anxiety for some people. After another meeting with my therapist, she concluded that I definitely do have ADHD because the medicine makes me more relaxed and I have the ability to sleep even right after I take it. There are many other things, but that was the big one for me. Anyways, my parents come to my apartment that my dad pays for because he said if I go to college, he will pay for that. My dad saw my medication on the table and has been disappointed and angry ever since. He keeps linking me to websites that shows the side effects of being addicted to Adderall. I don't have an addiction personally. I don't even drink coffee. Caffeine actually makes me tired, so it never benefited me at all. But I don't like getting high with drugs. He doesn't understand. I've tried to show him all scientific stuff with this medicine and he won't even try to listen. This is where my mom thinks I'm the a-hole. I'm so fed up with him saying dumb things like I'm going to become a drug addict and start taking more dose and overdose. But now I have not even tried to explain myself. I just say things in our conversation that are dismissed to him, like he will say, "You'll die from being addicted and overdose." And I will say something like, "No, because I'm not an addict like you, who can't even stay away from caffeine for one day." I know that can be mean, but I think it's fine. But my mom keeps having conversations with me on how that's mean and I need to learn respect and all that. Edit, I forgot the part where he wants to cut me off. He says me thinking the medicine is disrespectful and he will stop paying for my college and apartment. I have no issue with this since I'm almost done and can take a little bit of a student loan. But he threatens me like this a lot and never ends up doing it because I will stop whatever it is just ended. Now I really don't want to. I'm struggling. Edit to update. I hate posting so much about my personal stuff, but I had to. A lot of bills due and they were adding up. I flushed my pills down the toilet and he finally gave me my money. I'm going to visit my psychiatrist tomorrow and talk to her. All is well, I have my bills paid and I'm okay. Oh my god, this dad. There's a reason why doctors prescribe this stuff. Because they need it. No, OP, you're not the a-hole here. Your father is absolutely the a-hole who doesn't even give you a chance to try stuff. To see if you become better with it and want you to stop what is actually making you feel better. It's horrible. It sounds horrible. I feel so bad for you. The last story is called Am I the a-hole for refusing to help my girlfriend and her friends lose weight for free anymore? I'm a psychotherapy student that does personal training and online coaching as a side job to help with rent, tuition, food, expenses, etc. It pays quite well, $50 an hour for in-person sessions and $150 a month for weekly diet and training plans, plus progress checks in, and as well as 24/7 support for questions regarding training and diet. My girlfriend, who doesn't really go to the gym but stays active with yoga and short irregular jogs, asked me for my help to get her in the gym to build some muscle and lose weight, as well as some of her friends. I initially offered some of my services for free. I offered to teach her and her friends the basic of some compound movements and isolation experience and how to build a decent training routine, as well as teaching them some basic components of dieting to gain or lose weight. So I went to the gym with her and her friends a few times. Lower body routine one day, upper another day, another lower day to focus on their goals. Issue is, I made it very clear that I would not be training them all the time for every workout and they need to do some stuff on their own. It's extremely time consuming to go through every single workout with her and her friends. My girlfriend does not have the motivation, I guess, to go to the gym by herself, nor do her friends. So after about 3 months, they just went less and less. My girlfriend now is taking her lack of progress out on me. I told her, if you want a result, you need to work for them, and I can't do it for you. She can come to the gym with me while I do workouts, and she can do her own, but that is not good enough. She wants training, essentially for free. I told her I would give her a 20% discount to train her and her friends, as well as a 20% discount for online coaching. She called me an a-hole and said I should do it for free. I pretty much told her to F off. I don't ask her to come Skype project or build apps for free, that would be ridiculous. Why does she expect me to do my job on the side for free? It's completely ridiculous, but to her it's not the same. Lol, like my work has no value at all. I would say no, you're not the a-hole here. You tried your best to help her and she didn't do what she needed to do, and that's just her problem and not yours. That was everything I had for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then please consider subscribing. Bye!